Hello, what's up my guys? Nizere ko mumeze neza cyane. Nizere ko Imana ikibarinze rero murabona ahantu ndi murahita muhibwira noneho nabwiye ngo mazana content ya danje koko ngomba kubereza ikintu cyose mwifuza. Of course, Emmalito TV yazigiye kugira kugezeho buri kintu cyose mwifuza. Ubu rero turi ahantu bita Canada Aviation and Space Museum. How many tons does it have?
The plane entirety weighs about 32,000 pounds, but it's able to carry 8,000 pounds of bombs. So part of that 32 is 8,000 pounds.
George ku myaka 26 gusa yari umupilote w'indege. Yabaye umurwanyi w'umuhanga mu ntambara ya kabiri y'isi. Aho yashoboye kurasa indege 27 za Axe mu minsi 14 gusa. Nuko guhera ubwo afatwa nk'intwari ikomeye cyane yaharaniye ubusugire bw'igihugu cye. Singamije kugusesereza cyangwa se kugukomeretsa, ahubwo wakwibaza uti wowe mu byo ukora ugeze kuki? Ese uzasigaye amateka uzibukirwaho? Reka nk'ibi bijye biduha isomo biduhe n'umukoro wo guhatana mu buzima no kugera ku ndoto zacu.
Share, comment, like and subscribe on Emmalito TV.
Ni heza kandi koko haryoheye ijisho. Canada Aviation and Space Museum iherereye mu cyahoze ari ikigo cya gisirikare cy'indege muri kilometero 5 gusa uvuyeho Minisitiri w'Intebe atuye, ahazwi nka 24 Sussex Drive muri Ottawa. Iyi nzu ndangamateka y'indege n'ikirere ya Canada yibanze ku ndege mu rwego mpuzamahanga kuva yatangira mu 1909 kugeza uyu munsi. Uko leta ya Canada yagize uruhare mu ikorwa ry'indege hifashishijwe ikoranabuhanga ryo mu kirere byatumye bagenda bakora indege zihambaye.
Hello, what's up my guys? Nizere ko mumeze neza cyane. Nizere ko Imana ikibarinze rero murabona ahantu ndi murahita muhibwira noneho nabwiye ngo mazana content ya danje koko ngomba kubereza ikintu cyose mwifuza. Of course, Emmalito TV yazigiye kugira kugezeho buri kintu cyose mwifuza. Ubu rero turi ahantu bita Canada Aviation and Space Museum. Uraza kumenya byinshi rero, uraza kumenya turaza kujya muri izi ndege, turavuga byinshi mu mateka yazo, turakubwira ibya indege uko zabayeho imbere, uko zari zimeze, ukuntu impinduka yagiye iba indege zikagenda tekinoloji yagiye izamuka niko indege zagiye zihinduka, batwerekana n'indege ngubu ziri ku ngubu, tujya twerekana byinshi bitandukanye. Nawe ngo nzajya guhereza content utigeze usanga ahandi, utigeze ubona, kuko ngomba kugereza icyo wifuza. Usiende mbali, Emmalito is my name.
Ku ya 23 Gashyantare 1909 abantu barenga 100 biboneye indege ya mbere iguruka mu gihugu cyo muri Canada. Ubwo Silverdat yakuragaho urubura rwa Bedek Bay ikaguruka muri metero 800 z'ubugejuru, biplane yari itwawe n'uwo bita J.D. McCarty. Uyu nguyu akaba ari nawe wayikoze. Iyi ndege yagendaga ku muvuduko wa kilometero 65 ku isaha, iri ku burebure bwa metero 9 mbere yo kwigwa ku butaka. Igishushanyo mbonera cyubatswe n'ishyirahamwe ry'ubushakashatsi bw'indege cyashinzwe n'uwo bita Mabel na Alexander Graham Bell. Silverdat yari indunduro y'ubushakashatsi bw'indege bwa mbere muri iri tsinda. Aha nibwo insinzi yabo yahereye ko ihamya neza ikorwa ry'izi ndege muri Canada hakoreshejwe ikoranabuhanga ry'icyo gihe.
Share, comment, like and subscribe on Emmalito TV.
Reka gato ngaruka kuri iyi stati nsanze muri inzu ndangamateka. Uyu nguyu bamwita George Frederick. Yari afite izina ry'akabyiniro rya base. Yavutse ku itariki 6 z'ukwezi kwa 12 1921. Avukira muri Canada. Niwe munyakanada wabayeho ufatwa nk'intwari idasanzwe ku rugamba. Ku myaka ya 26 gusa y'amavuko yari afite. George ku myaka 26 gusa yari umupilote w'indege. Yabaye umurwanyi w'umuhanga mu ntambara ya kabiri y'isi. aho yashoboye kurasa indege 27 za Axe mu minsi 14 gusa. Nuko guhera ubwo afatwa nk'intwari ikomeye cyane yaharaniye ubusugire bw'igihugu cye. Singamije kugusesereza cyangwa se kugukomeretsa, ahubwo wakwibaza uti wowe mu byo ukora ugeze kuki? Ese uzasigaye amateka uzibukirwaho? Reka nk'ibi bijye biduha isomo, biduhe n'umukoro wo guhatana mu buzima no kugera ku ndoto zacu. George yari afite ipeti rya liyetona, yabaye mu gisirikare cy'Ubwongereza cyari kizwi nka Royal Air Force. Aho ngaho hari mu 1940 kugeza mu 1943. Nyuma aza kujya mu gisirikare cya Canada cya Royal Canadian Air Force. Byari mu 1943 kugeza mu 1944. Maze hagana mu 1948 nibwo yaje kwerekeza muri Israel Air Force. Yari afite umubare umuranga nk'abandi basirikare bose bari ku rugamba, ari wo 128707. Gusa nk'uko nta ntwari ipfa ahubwo itabaruka, George yaje gusezera ku isi y'abazima tariki 20 z'ukwa gatanu 1948. Atabaruka ku myaka 27 y'amavuko, atabarukira i Roma mu Butaliyani.
Ubu ni ukuvuga ngo nicaye mu ndege. Ahangaha rero akaba ari indege yakoreshejwe mu 1936. Ni indege zagiye zikoreshwa mu myaka igiye itandukanye, ariko ahangaha ni ukugira ngo umenye byinshi, umenye amateka yabayeho hambere. Urumva yuko barimo kugenda bambwira ziriya information bagenda bataga mu ndege uko bigenda. Ahangaha rero akaba ari communication y'aba pilot, uburyo babaganira bahana amakuru uko babicaye ari babiri. Ubwo rero uraza kumenya byinshi. Ndacyakujyana mu ndege ya Emmalito TV, nkubwire ko ibintu byose bimeze neza cyane. Of course you have to get what you need. Utapata chenye unataka. Turacyakomeje ibintu byose bimeze fresh sana, ariko icyo nakwemereye nicyo ni kimwe, ngomba kugereza icyo wifuza, content nziza nzima iri unique itandukanye, ku buryo nawe uvuga uti hari impamvu ngomba kwicara nkareba Emmalito TV. Usiende mbali, like, share, comment and subscribe. Show us love. Izi rero akaba ari moteri z'indege zagiye zibaho mu bihe byagiye bitandukana, ariko n'ubu ziriho. Hari izikoreshwa ubu ngubu, hari n'izakoreshwaga kuri icyo gihe, cyane cyane mu ntambara y'isi ya mbere no mu ntambara y'isi ya kabiri. Uragenda uzibona, zose ni moteri z'indege. Waba ukanda ka subscribe kugira ngo dukomeze tukugezeho content zigiye zitandukanye. Narakubwiye ngo ntabwo nzagutenguha, icyo nakwemereye nzakiguha. Ntuzagire icyo tuburana kuri Emmalito TV. Nzaguha amateka y'ibintu byose, nzakubwira byinshi utazi, nzaguha amakuru y'ibyo ukeneye kugira ngo bigufashe nanone no mu buzima busanzwe bwa buri munsi, ariko umenye ukuri kw'ibintu byose kuri Emmalito TV.
Share, comment, like and subscribe on Emmalito TV.
Inzu ndangamateka ubwayo ifite indege zigera ku 130, harimo na moteri zazo. Harimo indege zitwara abantu bisanzwe ndetse n'indege za gisirikare. Iyi nzu ndangamateka isobanura neza Canada yo hambere ndetse na Canada y'ubu. Ikanerekana cyane cyane ko Canada yagiye itera imbere mu bijyanye n'ikorwa ry'indege rihambaye. Ikindi wabasha gusobanukirwa nuko iyi nzu ndangamateka ifatwa nk'imwe mu zifite indege nyinshi, kandi ikaba ari nayo ya mbere nziza kuri iyi si dutuye. Iyo ugeze muri iyi nzu ndangamateka, harimo ibice binini by'indege zagiye zirokoka ku gihe cy'intambara. Ahangaha hari izwi nka Avro Arrow, irimo ibice by'izuru ndetse n'amababa abiri. Iyi ikaba yarakoreshejwe mu kirere cya Endeavour, icyogajuru cya Lancaster, kuva mu ntambara ya kabiri y'isi yose, n'ubuzima bwa Orbit mu imurikagurishwa mpuzamahanga ry'ibyogajuru. Ngira ngo abakurikiye Emmalito TV murayibona inyubako yose uko imeze, harimo indege zigiye zitandukanye, ariko mu by'ukuri ni ahantu ugera ukabona ko ari ahantu hadasanzwe, ukabona ko ari ahantu hashamaje, ukabona hari ibintu byinshi ushaka kumenya. Hanyuma rero munyemerere, hari umugayide turi kumwe hano agenda twigisha twereka uko bimeze, atubwira uko bimeze. Arakoresha ururimi rw'icyongereza kugira ngo n'abumva icyongereza bagire byinshi biga kuri iyi mize cyangwa se inzu ndangamateka. Mu by'ukuri nakoresheje ijambo inzu ndangamateka bitewe n'uko ibitsa amateka menshi y'ibintu bya kera byabayeho guhera mu ntambara y'isi ya kabiri kugeza ubu ngubu. Reka dukurikire no mugayide agira ibyo twigisha cyane cyane ku mateka y'iyi mizi.
Mission expectancy, we were supposed to do about 15 missions. Some do more, some do less, but the average is about 15 because sometimes you're killed, right? The mission expectancy for the tail gunner is 1.5. So if he comes back from his second mission, he's above average and he's lucky. So not very many veterans from the Second World War did, tail gunner missions. Very, very dangerous position to be in. So this plane had a tough time getting off the ground, is what I like saying. But it's a lot more durable, and it's been preserved for almost 100 years. So it gives you an idea of how long it's lasted. From this biplane to that really big Lancaster that we're seeing right there, this one's able to carry about 800 pounds of bombs.
800 pounds.
So you see the bombs would be just underneath here. You see them on this image. That's 800 pounds. It's a lot. But this plane's able to carry 10 times that. We're talking about 8,000 pounds of bombs. So it's like this plane is able to carry pretty much 2 African elephants, 3,000 kilometers. So it's able to carry a lot of stuff really, really, really far away. And so it's very scary, to say the least. It's not only one of these aircraft that is performing a mission, it's hundreds of these aircraft. All together in a big formation, all dropping their bombs on factories, military targets.
How many tons does it have?
The plane entirety weighs about 32,000 pounds, but it's able to carry 8,000 pounds of bombs. So part of that 32 is 8,000 pounds. One of these guys right here, if you want to see one of these bombs, that's about 500 pounds. So if you do like the quick maths, 16 of those would be loaded up into the bomb bay.
16.
So, and then the bomb bay doors close, and then the planes take off one at a time. All of them wait together, and then they all go over the bad guys. And they're gonna, you see it on some of these images here, but we're talking about destroying entire cities. It's really, really kind of bad to say that, but there was over 1 million of those bombs that were dropped in Europe during the Second World War. So it was just destruction everywhere. It's kind of sad to say. The Lancasters were specifically doing nighttime missions. That's why it's very dark.
Yeah.
It was hard to see in the night. And oftentimes you would hear him before you would see him, because there's not only one of these planes, but there's hundreds of them over the horizon, and then alarms go off, and then people are starting to panic on the ground, and it's just chaos. Because you know you're in for it. You hear these planes coming from very far away. Generally, you have 7 people on board.
7 people.
7 people. So you've got a pilot, navigator, radio operator, flight engineer, who's kind of like your mechanic.
Yes.
And then you've got the 3 sort of machine guns. One in the nose, you may have seen him pointing in front. One in the back, pointing backwards. And then one in the middle right around here.
Oh yeah.
And so they're all a little bit scattered. They all got little headsets and they've got like a microphone, but they're very far from each other. Most of the planes in the collection, they've got the engine and they've got the propeller, right?
Yeah.
The propeller is like a big fan. It's pushing air backwards. This aircraft here, that's not the propeller that's making the aircraft go forward. This is like a generator. It's like slowing down the plane. The engine is in the back. This is a rocket aircraft. So it's like a chemical, another chemical, it reacts and it explodes out the back. So it's like you're flying a big bomb.
Yeah.
And
So the engine is always at the back.
yeah, and in the rocket aircraft. So like you have to imagine the smoke that's coming out here. It's like an explosion, and it's constantly exploding
Yes.
out the back, and that's
Yes.
driving the plane forward. So it's like a flying bomb, and the pilot is flying the bomb like this. So it's very, very dangerous. And the fact that there's only 400 that were made. There's only about 400. That's not very many. There was 8,000 Lancasters that were made. So it was 8,000 of those, only 400 of those.
Oh yeah.
And of the 400 that were developed, this is scary, 95% exploded on takeoff and on landing. So only 5%, about 20 of them, functioned properly. Because it's basically a flying bomb. So it's very, very difficult to kind of operate kind of like a rocket, but you're the one flying the rocket, right? So all types of planes from the old style to, like I said, if you go all the way to the back of the museum, you'll see what the Canadian Armed Forces is using today, the CF-18. And that's like a fancy supersonic
The fancy
jet.
ones, yeah.
So I'll recommend you guys to go check that out.
nizere ko ntacyo nabahaye, nizere ko ntacyo nabima. Reka mbabwire ngo mukomeze mugubwe neza cyane kandi mukomeze mwenjenge Emmalito TV, kanda like, share, subscribe, utwereke urukundo, utwereke ko ibintu byose bimeze neza cyane, ntacyo tuzakwima. Content naambia ngo nta na hamwe uzigera ubona content niyo tuzaguhereza. Usiende mbali, lazima uko na mimi. Emmalito is my name. Twende kazi. Kanda like, subscribe, share and comment, kandi kugira ngo twereke urukundo natwe tuguhereza ibirenze ibi ngibi. Ikirushijeho, niba ushaka ya mashati meza, niba ushaka amashati avuye muri Literalist Design, nakubwiye ngo biroroshye cyane, nzajya guhereza buri kimwe wifuza. Uri muri Ottawa, uri muri Canada, direct bizahita bikugera kuko amashati arahari, imyenda yose irahari itandukanye y'abagabo, abashaka amakositime, abashaka gukora ama order agiye atandukanye, bari muri Amerika n'ahandi hose, oroshye cyane. Hanyuma bari i Kigali ni handi kuri ya shop Sonatube muri Silverback Mall, ugahaha ukishima ukanezerwa ukavuga uti hari icyo bitanze kugira ngo mbone icyo nifuza, cyangwa se mbone umwe nashaka. Niko bigenda rero, nakubwiye ngo nta na kimwe tuzakwima, byose birahari kugira ngo bigende neza cyane. Aha ngaha rero mwabibonye, bagiye batwereka byinshi bitandukanye, indege zagiye zikora mu gihe cy'intambara, uko zagiye, uko generation yagendaga isa nkaho ihinduka cyangwa se na technology ihinduka, uko bagendaga bakora modification cyangwa se bahindura imikorere y'indege, byose wagiye bibona. Turacyagufite byinshi bitandukanye. Guess what? The next content is going to be lit.
Share, comment, like, and subscribe on Emmalito TV.